So this week I repeated the 165 kgs as my working set in the squats. And even though the past week it went well, but it went above the RPE that I wanted. In this moment, I want the RPE to be around 7.5, but last week in the last set, it was an RPE of 8.5. So that's why I decided to do it this week, but I'm feeling kind of off this week. And it didn't went that good. The RPE was lower. In the last set, it was an RPE of 8, but all good. And you may ask, why do I want an RPE of 7 and 7.5? It is because this way I can recover properly and progress every week. And also I have other movements that I want to progress. And if I up the RPE on the squats, I'll be so tired that it can affect the other movements. I'm basically giving the maximum stimulus that I can recover in the next session or in the next week. That in the next week, I'm fresh to give it my all. And right now, I'm sure that I can do 170 for 6, RPE 8.59. But why I don't do it? It is because if I do 170 by 6, I'll be dead all the week and it will affect all my other movements. My CNS can shut off and it can affect a week, 2 weeks, or even 3 weeks of training. And I may have to force myself into a deload. Being constantly doing deloads, I think, is not very productive. If you need to do deloads every 4 weeks, every 3 weeks, it's probably because your training is too intense. You're not recovering properly, and this, on the long run, if you check, it will affect you more than help you. Because if you're constantly doing deloads every 4 weeks, and after a deload you need an intro week, if you see in a year, that's a lot of deload and lots of valleys in your program. And I think the best thing to do is to keep your progress constant and a maximum recovery possible, so you can progress every week without much trouble. And if you notice that the progress is going slower, you may take a deload every 8 weeks or every 10 weeks, because our body ability to recover can't keep up with the intensity. If we are increasing the weights or a set or reps every week, it will get to a point where it is more stimulus than your recovery capacity. And when you get to that point, that's when you need to do a deload. So that's why this year I decided to start with lower RPE, lower weights, so I can build week by week, get stronger, refine my technique, and not being constantly tired and being constantly doing deloads, because I think it is not a smart thing to do when it comes to strength training. When it comes to strength training, you must be smart with your programming, because if you use the same approach as in bodybuilding or calisthenics, you'll see that you will not progress properly. With strength training, you have to be smart. You have to check all the details, the RPE, the volume, the intensity. Everything has to be in check. You cannot go to failure every single session, because this is something that will affect your training negatively. Since I started this road to 200 kg squats, I've never went to failure. I've always been 4 to 2 reps close to failure. I've never went to failure, and I've progressed pretty well in these 20 something weeks, I guess. And I'm keep progressing every week. And I'm pretty sure that here in 2 weeks, I'll do 170 for 6, RPE 7.5, 8. In a good day, RPE 7.5. And another thing is my chin-ups haven't been the best this week. Probably because I gained a bit of weight and I'm feeling like I'm getting a bit tired. I feel like my body needs a bit of more rest, but I want to do the deload here in 4 weeks exactly. Here in 4 weeks, and then I'll start my strict lifting focus training. I'll be doing only chin-ups, muscle-ups, dips, and squats. But I'm not sure. I probably can do it in 5 weeks or 6 weeks because I'm progressing pretty good on the pushing exercises. The bench and the dips are going pretty good. And yeah, that's the update for this week. And next week, I'll increase the weight to 167. And I'll see how I feel in terms of recovery and my performance on how it goes. So that was it. See y'all in the next video.